Welcome to a snowy Northumberland. I'm new to this, it's the first time I'm trying it. Basically, I run a garage in Northumberland. Quite often buy generally cars off customers who are getting new cars. So I just thought I'd give this a try, you know, like not normally once a month I buy myself a little project, you know, nothing too expensive. I don't tend to really spend much more than £1,000. You know, do them up, keep them for a bit. Maybe, you know, have a few contacts like friends and that, well, swap them for, or just simply sell them on and buy something else. I don't do this to make any money. It's purely just kind of like a hobby and enjoyment, especially at the moment with the current COVID rules and stuff. There's not a great deal else to do, so when I eventually get some free time on weekends and evenings, I just do a bit of tinkering on. I don't get involved too much with body work. I'll do the odd little touch up and things, but it's mainly kind of general maintenance, mechanical work, MOT, thing like that. So basically you just have to, I'm not quite sure with the whole lingo of this YouTube carry on, but I suppose if you just, what is it, you like anything, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification button. I've been watching a few people do similar things. I just thought I'd give it a try. I'm just using an iPhone at the moment. I'm not really, until things kick off, I'm not really going to go towards, you know, I don't have any kind of tripods or stuff like that. I have got some phone holders. I may do some reviewing whilst driving the cars. You know, I do obviously get quite a lot of customers' cars. You know, in fact, you have to tell me what kind of content you want to see. Do you want to see things like, you know, reviews of cars, just seeing my general work that I'm doing, like as projects along the way? So let us know what kind of info you like, kind of information and video you want to see. But this is my latest one. I've actually worked on this car from brand new. I actually know the lady when she bought it brand new in 2006. I kind of had a bit of input when she was buying it. Well, it was her husband who was buying it. So I've been offered this, obviously, what is it, 56, what's that? You're 14, 15-year-old. And I've basically worked on this car from new. So absolutely every invoice is from my garage. It's had a lot of work done over the years. Back in 2006 it was professionally remapped, and back in 2006 remapping wasn't really as common as what it is now, so it was quite like a unique thing to have done. It's in my opinion, one of the best ones to have, the 2-litre PD. Anything on the VAG range on diesels, anything after 08, you're into the CR range, the common rail, and you've got DPF problems, and I'm just not particularly keen of any of the VAG stuff after 08, to be quite honest. Not saying that the 2-litre PD, this is the BKP, they do have some issues with the oil feed pumps, the snap like a shaft, and you know, they're not quite as good or have a good name as the 1.9 PDs, but unfortunately they didn't really carry on onto these Passats, which I believe is the B6. They were quite poor and they had actual problems with con rods coming through the block. So in the older shape Passat, the 1.9 130 brake, they were brilliant engines, fantastic, but not so good in these. So the only real good engine to go for in these ones, diesel wise, is this BKP 140 brake. They did a 170, I think, but that suffered quite a lot of problems with injectors and things like that. So yeah, so this is the car. I've just recently fitted 2 headlamps to it. They were all faded and they look terrible basically, and it wasn't a bad job. I think I've got some footage I could upload of. I only took pictures at the time, where you take the front grille off and you can manage to get the headlamps out without dropping the bumper off, to my surprise. So while they were out as well, I upgraded the lamps to LED units because they were terrible at night. So now with the new lenses and LED lamps, which I think will come on. No, they don't. It must have to be when it's dark. I can't put them on, but to be quite honest, they look quite nice because they go. They look pretty much factory, as if like what you would get if you had spec them as an option. As I switch them on, you probably can't see much in the daylight, but they look rather nice. I also fitted some pressed aluminium plates, of course, all legal. It's got the proper BSAU stamp, so I'm an MOT tester myself, so if I come to test the car, they're always spot on. I like to keep everything period correct. And with these aftermarket LED lamps, when you're using a projector and e-beam light, they're actually perfectly fine for the MOT because they produce a perfect image on the machine. Plus as well, you're meant to do an inspection of the lamp to see if they've been fiddled with, but with these you can't physically see inside of them. And at the back of them, unlike HID units where you have ballast packs on the back, there's actually nothing to see. So for an MOT, these are perfectly legal. Just before anybody makes any comments, and I will just keep things straight as well. If you've got anything positive to say, please leave it below, like the video. If you haven't got anything positive to say, then, you know, just leave it at that. You know, like if you don't like it, just watch something else. Simple as that. So yeah, so let us know what you do, what you want. I'll do another video of more jobs I do on the car as and when I do it.